Hi, I'm Larry Lawfer at Exit Realty Metro Dallas. Yesterday, Tammy Bunnell was here in town to give one of her very dynamic speeches, and I blogged about it. I blog every single day, and one of the questions that Tammy asked me was, how long does it take me to blog? Well, I'm going to actually show you. That's what I'm going to do here. When I wake up in the morning, I write for half an hour. But we'll talk about how you come up with ideas for the blog later. This is more about the nuts and bolts, how you post it. So I write it on my laptop that I have at home and put it on a little stick, a little jump drive, so I don't have to carry the computers back and forth. All I need is this. Exit Realty Metro Dallas. And this is the blog from yesterday. I put it up first on my own website because I want Google to know where to send all of the connections as it gets distributed across the web from different ways. If it's reblogged by somebody or if somebody quotes it or something, then Google knows where, Google and Yahoo and all the search engines know exactly where I want people to go and where I want my trackbacks and everything. So yesterday's was called Stop, Drop, and Roll. And it's about how an agent needs to be ready to change their schedule at a moment because they have reprioritized themselves. A client needs something, or there's a closing, or some issue. But that's what this blog is about. So all I did was copy it, as you saw, copy and paste. That's pretty simple, nothing tricky there. And take it over to Active Rain. Active Rain is a website, a blogging place for real estate professionals. Mortgage people, home stagers, real estate agents, brokers, contractors. There's all kinds of really interesting people. What is it today? It's something like 182,000 professionals across the country. Well, not surprisingly, they have a lot of Google juice. And more searches get done on Active Rain than will ever get done on Exit Realty Metro Dallas at this point until I build up my audience. So I want to use the juice from Active Rain and send that down the tube to Exit Realty Metro Dallas. That's why on the second day, after the search engines have already found my content, Stop, Drop, and Roll, I post it over here on Active Rain. Here it is. Stop, Drop, and Roll. I'll give you close-up shots of this later, but it's the blog. So I take out the title and I put it in the title. Here is a link back to yesterday's blog. Here is more information from that blog that I'm just taking out because I want Google to understand this is an Active Rain blog, not actually the blog back at Exit Realty Metro Dallas, but I'm going to send all the traffic back there. I can make that more understandable as we go along. Okay, and here are my pictures. And my picture kind of sits up and it doesn't wrap very well. So there's this really simple little device here that lets me pick where I put my picture. And this one I want on the left-hand side. I choose alignment and left, and I allow it to go ahead and do that. See, the copy just wrapped right around it. Here, this one also has to get moved down, and I want that one to sit on the right just for design's sake. And I update that, and see how the type just kind of fits all the way around. And this one is on the left, and I'd already done this one. The tags are the computer's way of knowing what the content is about. It's about agents, so I'm going to write agents. Always write in my town and my city, and because of Google Maps, I want to put in some zip codes. And I just get them from my Google Map, and that's all my farm area. The reason why you want to have your zip codes in there is because if you have Google Maps, Google Business Maps, when people search for properties, as they do, they will often put in the zip code. And if they put in the zip code and that's in your blog will show up and they'll find you, and they may read about something that you wrote. But tags are important, and that's how your information and content gets found. I'm going to put in my name just in case anybody looks for me. Name of my company, my agency. And because I use that, it pops up down there. Okay, now these are the areas where in active rain, I have different places where I can put this content. And I want to put this content in Texas because I'm in Texas, in Dallas County because I'm in Dallas County, in Dallas because I'm in Dallas, and because the farm area I have chosen here in Dallas is also where I'm living, it's called Lake Highlands, I put in Lake Highlands. So when people go to search for a place where they're going to live, statistics show that they do a broad search. Okay, I want to move to Dallas, or I want to live in Dallas. Then they would say, well, I know enough about Dallas now, I want to live in Preston Hollow or Oak Lawn or Louisville or Lake Highlands. Well, then they'll put Lake Highlands in there, and they may even put a zip code because the zip code could determine the school district, or maybe actually they even put in the school district. Quite often I'll write about the schools and I'll put the names of the individual elementary schools and their listings. All of that is to be found, the content to be found from my blog by my clients. And it's just me telling different stories about what went on in my day. So I've got all my geo-targeting stuff. This is a new thing for Active Rain. You can put in your blog title and people will search just the blog titles to read blogs that they want to read. Stop, drop, and roll. So you really want to have something very specific in your thing. If you're talking about a listing, put the address there because people will search that kind of stuff. Groups, I post to the groups that have the largest audience. I post to the professional market, but I allow the public to also read it. Here's my category for real estate professionals. Actually, when I'm doing this all by myself, I do it much faster because I don't have to explain it. It's just a matter of clicking all the right buttons. And you know, I just clicked all the right buttons. If you wanted to look at that and click those same buttons or call me and ask me, I'd be happy to tell you what buttons. It's not science, but the consistency of doing it gets you results. It gets you more people who are searching for you. More people are searching for content that you care about and you know about, so you're already an expert on it. And it takes about half an hour of my time to do that. And that's all it takes. It's about a half an hour to write and a half an hour to post, but it's really posting 2 blogs.